What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rovon Hill, Bear Down Sports, giving y'all my instant reaction to the Bears game. One word: pissed. Pissed. We had the game. We should have blew them out. I thought we was on our way to blowout. I was finna have a woo. Good thing I saved that money because I was finna go out here to the casino. I thought my FanDuel was finna hit. My Parleezy was finna hit. It ain't hit. Ain't none of them hit. And yeah, this looked like a Bears game from pick a year. Except 2018, 2006, 2010, 20. And besides those years, this is what this looked like. We got out physical in the second half. We kind of got out coached in the second half. We got outplayed. I mean, everything that you've seen from Bears from the last couple years that led up to Ben Johnson being here, you saw tonight. We got off to a good start. The defense was humming. The offense was kind of humming. Caleb started off 6 for 6. But he still was missing some things, which was a bad sign early on. And it just seemed like once Minnesota got rolling, we didn't have no answers to stop them. And they started to be able to run the ball with Jordan Mason. And they just kind of took over the game. They out-physicaled us. They out-coached us. They out-physicaled us. They made some adjustments on defense to be able to stop whatever the Bears was doing. Mixed in with Caleb just missing some wide-open throws, too. He missed wide-open throws. Then they started to get a little physical. We really couldn't run the ball besides Caleb. I think he might have been the leading rusher, which is never really a good thing. And they just caught up to it. We was up 11, and it looked like we was on our way after that pick six. When we went up, what was that, 17-6? And after that, the ass whooping was on. Now, I will say this. We did at least look like a competent bunch, which is, I know, is setting a real low bar. We're like a competent bunch. I will give us that, but that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough, especially when you up 11 in the second half and you rolling. Your defense was rolling. Offense wasn't really rolling. And you thought with the pick six that would be able to give us that extra boost that we need to put these boys on up out of there. Then we came down and Mr. Cairo Santos missed a 50-yard field goal. Damn, nigga. They out here kicking 60 and 70-yard field goals on a regular now. 50 is the new 40, bro. Hello, I hope it is. When I get to that 50 point, I hope I'll be like, yeah, 50 the new 40. But as far as field goals go in the NFL, these boys out here kicking over 60 yards. 50 is not 50 ain't 50 no more. 50 ain't 50 no more. I can't believe this. And like I said, the thing that really gets me the most is after Minnesota, you know how a team get that momentum and they start to, oh yeah, talking all that shit, and they start getting in the Bears' face and they start to move the ball. They were like, yeah, we finna win this game. And I never seen the Bears punch back after Minnesota started to counter and they started to counter punch. I never seen them punch back. And then it's like we did, I ain't gonna say we did everything it takes to lose, but the penalties in the second half was terrible. I think we had, 12 penalties for 127 yards? That's too much. That's way too much. Like, you can't win games like that, especially close games like that. Like we did, like you said, like I said, we did everything. I ain't gonna say we just did the small things to lose. It's a thin line, especially in NFL. They let JJ start to get a little too comfortable back there. Jordan Jefferson started to make a couple plays. I think they just started to figure our defense out a little bit. We might have got a little tired because they started running the ball on us in the second half, especially. Turned my whole night in half. I mean, the whole point of it, and I'm going to say this right now. The one thing that I was worried about with Caleb Williams, which I saw the difference between Detroit and Chicago, what I was already thinking was, will he be able to have the patience to sit back there and find the open man deep downfield? Because Ben Johnson, man, I don't know what happened. I saw what happened in the second half, but his plays are still set up to win. I don't know what the name of his offense is, but it's awesome. And on multiple plays, when you got to hit the plays that he calls when they open. And then, what was that? The second drive when Caleb kept missing that corner. It's almost like he don't know what type of defense Minnesota play. They play the 2 high or the 3 high with the 5 men blitzing and the 2 linebackers. And they kept giving up the hole because they kept playing the 2 high with the 5-man rush. And then he missed the DJ on the first one. Then he missed DJ on the last drive, where if you hit him right before that 2-minute mark, you got the time, you got the 2-minute timeout, and you got your timeout. That way, once they run 2 plays, they just can't run the clock out, which is, I think, and even after he missed him, you still had a shot. But we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about how when Ben dials up the plays, even on that first drive where we still scored, he missed that deep shot to Rome. They were saying he was doing the checkdowns, but he was only doing the checkdowns because he was missing the deep shots. On that one to Rome, that was a deep shot. But the one to DJ, that was a medium, that was right in the hole. That's what you do against the cover 2. And it's an easy cover 2 because their cover 2, they wasn't even running with the man down to the like you normally do in the cover 2. They cover 2 was more open than anyone, and he missed that. So it's just things like that where I was kind of nervous. Will Caleb be able to do that within the Ben Johnson offense? And he was okay with the checkdowns early, but once it seemed like they started to cut that off, that was it. The line started to break down in the second half. Jonah Jackson, I don't know what he had going on. The penalties were ridiculous. He had like 2 or 3 penalties, and he was missing some assignments out there tonight. Then Dahlman missed the block in the second half. It's like we like I said, we reverted back to old Bears football. We resorted back to old Bears football where each lineman was taking a turn, making a mistake, to where a drive broke down. It was like I don't know. It was just too many mistakes. Like I said, especially the penalties. 127 yards of penalties is crazy. And at the point, they got to 122 yards of penalty, but I think they was like still at 100 or maybe less than that when they still was up 11 in the second half. They had all them penalties and they still was up 11, and they just couldn't hold the rope. Frustrated. But I will say this. It seems as if we still have some kind of a plan. Plan might have broke down a little bit tonight, but hang in there, Bears fans. Really couldn't get the running game going like I thought we would be able to get the running game going. DeAndre Swift. You know the thing about DeAndre Swift, I really like DeAndre Swift coming out the draft. I was like, damn, I hope the Bears get him because he, you know what I'm saying, like the explosiveness. I thought he was a little bit bigger than he was. I guess once you in college, you're bigger than you is in the NFL, but it just seems as if he can't get like those 2 to 3 extra yards that Gibbs or Montgomery used to get, that to take first down from 1st and 10, which leads you to a 2nd and 7 or a 2nd and 6 instead of like 2nd and 8. And now I don't know, and that's a big difference in football too, and it affects your play calling. I mean, it's a big difference between 2nd and 7 and 2nd and 6 and 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. It just seemed like he would get to the hole, then he started pitter-patting his feet, and in the first half he had one. In the first half, he was missing. It seemed like he was missing the cutback every time. The cutback is from once you got the guard and the tackle. Once everything is washed down, you're supposed to cut that back. It seemed like when he was supposed to be cutting it back, he wasn't cutting it back, and he was trying to get up in there. And that's not his running style. You're supposed to get in there. You can tell Ben calling a play to set up for him to cut back, like he did on that one run, his longest run of the game. But other than that, he was hitting that hole, and until late in the second half. He wasn't running with too much pad level or power anyway. It seemed like every time he was getting touched, he was going down. And then he finally decided to run behind his pass, lower his pass on that one run, and then he lowered it on that second when he had that 5-yard run and ran old boy over. But other than that, it just seemed like he just getting tackled too easy. And then it seemed like he was missing some of the holes, and it was just like, come on, brother. We need that extra yard or two to turn this into second and short. But other than that, like I say, I like the way that Caleb started out. What was he, 10 for 10? 8 for 8, whatever he was pretty good. But like I said, it was check downs. And then after a while, once they started getting after his ass, he made a couple good plays, but just missed on a couple key ones. That's the difference between, as you can see, a win and a loss. A 3-point loss. All the small things that is just like, You ain't supposed to, I don't care what it is, though. You ain't supposed to lose no 11-point lead at home in the second half. I'm sorry. Especially the way we was playing. At that point, I thought we was going to go down when we was up, 17-6 and score. But then we missed that field goal. Once we missed that field goal, it was all downhill from there. I think DJ had a good game. I didn't expect him to run the ball as much as he did. They didn't give Cal the ball at all. I don't think, which messed up my whole fan duel is messed up tonight. First game, you don't know what they're gonna do, but I really thought they was gonna use Cal Monungai a little bit more. They had him out there as a third down back, and it seemed like every time he was out there as a third down back, it looked like he missed blocks. Now I'm not sure. I've seen him a couple times, but why would you not give him the ball? Get his feet wet. Get his first NFL carry. This kind of real weird. You know what I'm saying? Even Luther, I thought you would get him the ball, hand him off on that reverse. Wasn't no trick plays tonight. It seemed like he was trying to be real conservative. I ain't gonna say too conservative because, like I said, it was men open and Caleb was just missing them. He had a pretty decent game, but I think he could have had more explosive games than that because Ben Johnson came in averaging 260-something yards passing or 250-something yards passing against Detroit and 122 on the ground in his last 4 games or something like that. So Ben know how to beat the defense. I just think Caleb just missed on too many wide open men. When they go back and look at the film, they gonna see. And I'm going to go back and rewatch the game and see what the experts is talking about and give y'all my feedback on that. But this is just my instant reaction right now. I'm fuming. We should have won that game. I had my blowout clothes on. I was finna go out and partay. I'm finna put some money up. I don't need to go out there with that much money tonight. I ain't in no festival mood. I'm finna go put my work in the gym. Get my set in, get my rep in. You know what I'm saying? Talk about this bullshit. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. This is my new channel. Bear down. I'm going to be keeping up with the Bears all season. This is really disappointing right here. I'm going to let y'all give y'all updates on the team. Break down the games, do the little pre-games. I might even, here's the thing, if I get enough interaction with y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if y'all like what I'm spitting up here, man. I might even do it anyway, whether y'all like it or not, just to see how I'm bumming, how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Keep that funky boy drumming. I might even go live while the game going on. You know, so y'all can get my live reaction. I know I be going up sometime. I'm a long way from throwing the remote control, though. I tell you that. I done grew up because tonight I probably would have threw something. I ain't gonna lie. This is a throw something night. But only thing is, I didn't have nothing to throw, and I don't really want to resort back to that behavior. I'm a grown man now. Can't be throwing them in remote controller. But I want to. I want to throw something. Shit, I know. I know what I got. I got a. I throw this little foo-foo. Oh, no, this man. I don't know. Defense, we started off pretty good. They was getting to McCarthy with 4 early, but then it seemed like they couldn't get there. They started to figure it out. They started to hit a little quick couple started, especially after they started to get the run game going. Once they got the run game going, it was over with. They was able to do what they wanted to do. The protection held up. We couldn't get... The only one that was really pass rushing tonight was Odingbo. He played a good game. Not Grady Jarrett, but Dexter had a pretty good game early on. I think he had a sack and a half, and then he had a couple plays in the backfield. The defense came out fired up early on. Sewell played good in the replace of Edwards. He missed a couple plays. He overran a couple plays, but for the most part, he was flying around the ball. Tremaine Edmonds was flying around the ball a lot. You seen him making a lot of plays. We couldn't really generate no turnovers, but for the most part, the back end played pretty good. Didn't really see Briscoe make too many plays in the passing game, but he was up there hitting on the run game. Nashawn Wright, he got beat on a couple plays, but for the most part, he did pretty good against Justin Jefferson. I think they held him in check for the most part. You know, he didn't really go out there and show his ass like he normally do. But at the end, we didn't come through. That's it. That's all I'm gonna give y'all right now. I might come back tomorrow after I calm down and let it simmer out. Let me go do my job real quick. Go put in a little work. You dig? Special teams, that was all right. They still had a couple penalties. We had a couple penalties on there. I think Duvernay had a good night. I got threw off a little bit. I'm pissed. I'm too pissed to concentrate. I just wanted to give y'all an instant reaction. Like, how in the did we lose that? How the fuck did we lose that, bro? Let's go. We didn't know. I don't think besides that one of Coastal, not Coastal Loving, whole commit in the second half, we really didn't go to the tight ends like I thought we would. The whole defense is set up for you to go over the middle. I don't think we utilized that enough. Overall, we played a good first half, not a great first half. We just got a lot to piece together. We should have scored at least 30 tonight. We didn't. So this your boy, Rovon Hill. Like, comment, subscribe. Bear down. I'm going to come at y'all tomorrow. I'll give y'all a real recap of the game after a while. Go back, simmer down, calm down, watch the tape, see what really happened. Go over the injuries. Nobody really got hurt tonight. Like I said, the secondary, it held up decently, especially in the first half without Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson, and then we had Edwards out. Like I said, Sewell played okay. He played pretty good. He was making a lot of plays on the ball. He was playing like he made a couple young guy plays, but other than that, other than Dexter, I didn't really see too many. Oh yeah, I think Jones was playing pretty good. Bellens was in there. He didn't really make too many plays, but he was getting a lot of players push up the middle. I seen him. What's the new guy that he had the sack? I forgot his name. I didn't even think he was gonna play. So we got a lot to work on, man. We can't just we got to come out and, like I said, when teams hit us in the mouth, and you know it's gonna be real physical next week. We'll get that. I'm gonna preview the game. I'm gonna give y'all the preview of the game. Then I'm gonna give y'all a pregame. Probably come with I don't know if I'm gonna do a pregame yet. Y'all let me know once this thing get the rocking and rolling. We'll see how I'm bumming. I might even do a live stream next week, but we don't know. That's it for right now. That's all I got. Bears lose 27-24 opening game to the Vikings. Real disappointing loss. Blew an 11-point lead. This your boy Rovon Hill. Bear down. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla back.